Good day! In today's lesson, we will be dealing with transitional devices. So what are transitional devices? When we say transitional devices, these are words or phrases that act as bridges between and among sentences and paragraphs. So transitional devices are very important because these help carry a thought from one sentence to another, from one idea to another, or from one paragraph to another paragraph. And finally, transitional devices link sentences and paragraphs together smoothly so that there are no abrupt jumps or breaks between ideas. So here are some transitional devices that we may use in the beginning, middle, and end part of our paragraphs. So in the beginning of your paragraph, you may use transitional devices such as to start, in the beginning, initially, to begin, and etc. For the middle part of your essay, you may use the transition words. Then, next, after, afterward, so, second, and etc. And for the end part of your text or essay, you may use transitional devices such as a result, finally, lastly, at last, in the end, and to sum up. So we also have here transitional devices that are categorized. So if you want to add a thought aside from your previously stated statement, you may use the following transitional devices. So we have furthermore, moreover, and also, in addition to, and beyond this. So example, Texas School for the Deaf is perfectly located. Moreover, it has a strong academic program. So here, using the transitional devices moreover, the statement means that aside from Texas School for the Deaf is perfectly located, it also mentioned that this school has a strong academic program. So we just add a thought. Another example. Friends is a television show about 6 friends. Furthermore, it shows how relationships are complicated. So as you can see, the transitional device furthermore is used to add a thought. So aside from Friends is a television that show about 6 friends, it also shows how relationships are often complicated. Next, when you want to refer back, you may use the following transitional devices or signals. As mentioned, as stated previously, as I have said, as we have seen. So example, as stated previously, COVID-19 is known to target a person's respiratory system. So here we use the transitional device as stated previously. So meaning we are referring back to a previously stated argument or statement. Next example. As we have seen, a lot of people are still out partying despite of coronavirus. So our transitional device here is as we have seen. Using this, it only means that there is already a previous statement stated. We also have here transitional devices, which means to look ahead or means after. So example, we have thereafter, later, next, after, afterward, and etc. So example, C and Y corporations had a meeting. Thereafter, both of the corporations merged together. Another example, the world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong in the broken places. So here, after the world breaks everyone, many became strong at their broken places. And if you want to show similar ideas, you may use the following transitional devices. So we have like, likewise, similarly, in like manner, similar to, in the same way, just as, and also. So example, everyone in class studies 3 hours a day. You should do likewise. So the transitional device likewise expresses a similar idea when the speaker said that they should also study 3 hours a day. Another example, cars must stop at red traffic lights. Similarly, bicycles should stop too. So here, the transitional device similarly expresses a similar idea. Next, if we want to show contrasting ideas or if we are qualifying, we may use these transitional devices. On the other hand, on the contrary, but, in contrast, however, nevertheless, even though, and yet. Example, she is the best student in school. However, she doesn't do homeworks on time. So, as you can see here, the transitional device, however, shows contradicting ideas. So it mentions here that she is the best student in school. But this statement was contradicted by the second statement, which is she doesn't do homeworks on time. So there's a contradiction. Another example, I really enjoyed that movie. Nevertheless, I prefer the book. So here, the transitional device nevertheless indicates that there is a contradiction between the first statement and the second statement. So here, the speaker said that he enjoyed that movie, however, he preferred the book. Next, if you want to illustrate or introduce, you may use the following transitional devices. For example, for instance, first, and etc. So let's have an example using this. Antonyms are words with opposite meaning. For instance, small, it is the opposite of big. So using the transitional device, for instance, you were able to illustrate what antonyms are. Another example, you can go to a good university if you work hard. For example, Harvard. So here, the transitional device, for example, give us an idea what is an example of a good university. Next, if we want to intensify ideas, we may use the following. To repeat, again, still, really, and indeed. Example, if you are stubborn, you will indeed be alone. Here, the transitional device indeed intensifies the idea that if a person will be stubborn, he will really be alone. Another example, this is really a big problem. The word really adds emphasis that this thing is really a big problem. It is really something. Next, these transitional devices such as to sum up, as a whole, to conclude, in conclusion, hence, therefore, thus, and etc. are used for concluding or summarizing. So these are often found at the last part of your essays or any other text. So example, to sum up, we need to stay at home to flatten the core. So as we can see here, to sum up shows that you are summarizing all the details you have previously stated. Another example, therefore, to make your dreams come true, you must study hard and do well. The transitional device, therefore, shows a concluding statement. Now I have here two paragraphs, so let's read and identify which of them is better. So, getting ready for a snowy day. Put your jacket on your back. Put your left arm in your sleeve and do the same with the right arm. Put your scarf on the back of your neck. Tie a knot. Make sure the scarf covers your mouth. Put your hat on your head. Make sure that the hat covers your ears but not your eyes. Put on your mittens. Put the right mitten on the right hand and the left mitten on the left hand. Now let's try to read another paragraph. Getting ready for a snow day. First, put your jacket on your back. Put your left arm in your left sleeve and do the same with the right arm. Next, put your scarf on the back of your neck. Tie a knot. Make sure the scarf covers your mouth. Then, put your hat on your head. Make sure the hat covers your ears but not your eyes. Finally, put on your mittens. Put the right mitten on the right hand and the left mitten on the left hand. Between the two paragraphs, which of them is better? Okay, so the better one is the second paragraph because of the transitional devices. So we can see here that the paragraphs are connected smoothly because of the transitional devices used. So that's the end of our discussion for today. Thank you.